Hi, I'm Oliver Age 24 and you're watching GameDev Corner. Subscribe for regular videos about making and marketing indie games. Today I'm going to talk about game ideas. Back when I started learning how to make games, I'd occasionally find myself in a situation where I wanted to make a game but didn't know what game I wanted to make. I was consciously trying to come up with a unique game, but that turned out to be really difficult. I guess it's similar to when you have a blank document open and you don't know what to write or how to start. I remember reading and watching other people talk about it, and they never seemed to have the same problem. They had too many game ideas. What a great problem to have. Over time though, I've developed some strategies to generate new ideas, and now, fortunately, I'm never really back in the situation where I don't know what to work on next. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 things you can try if you're struggling to come up with game ideas. Before I jump in, one thing I realised which made this easier is that all games are derivative. It's the same with any art form. It's very difficult to come up with something that is truly unique. It's like how in music there are only 12 different musical notes, and there are a limited number of chords and scales. Everything is a remix. Nothing is unique. Art is a lie. Life is meaningless. Number 1. Look at games that already exist, new and old, and then try to think of one or more elements that you could change. You don't have to change much in order to create something that feels new and fresh. It's worth pointing out that there's no shame in sticking to conventions and established mechanics for the other areas of your game. Sometimes there's an established way of doing things because that's the best way to do them. Don't feel like you need to reinvent the wheel. 2. List the genres that you enjoy playing the most, and then list the ones that you're capable of making, and see if there's any overlap between the two. If there's something that fits on both of those lists, just try to make something that follows the conventions of that genre. Once you've started, hopefully you'll begin to have new ideas on where to take the game, and how to make it more original. 3. I've always found GameJams super inspiring. Usually, you'll go into them without an idea for a game, and then, based on the theme and limitations, you'll come up with a new idea. It might sound daunting, especially if you're already struggling to come up with game ideas, but I've never seen a game jam in which a team or an individual has completely failed to come up with a game idea. Having limitations and a deadline can really help spark creativity. 4. Look for inspiration in game dev communities. Developers are constantly sharing their work-in-progress clips and screenshots. When you're looking through these posts and you see something that inspires you, try to think, but what if? And that way, you'll bounce off of their ideas rather than wanting to copy them. 5. Take a look at card games and board games and see if there are any mechanics there that you think would translate well to a video game. 6. Look outside of games altogether. Art, music, TV, comics, books, films can all be used as inspiration. Maybe you really like the tone or atmosphere in them, or the story really inspires you, or you think the setting would work really well for a game. If you can get into the habit of always asking yourself, would this make a good game? How would it work? Then you can essentially retrain your brain into always looking for inspiration. 7. Livestream your game development and take suggestions from the viewers. I've done this on 3 games so far. The first was an RPG about a lizard policeman trying to rid the world of drugs. The second is a community-created platformer about a sloth that loves pizza and has to defeat an evil scientist. The third is a snake-like, where you're a sausage dog and you have to steal sausages from a butcher's. If I just sat down by myself and tried to come up with a game idea, I don't think I'd have come up with those ideas. 8. Try to think of what the perfect game for a specific person would be. It could be yourself, a friend, a celebrity, or even a fictional character. I did this exercise with my girlfriend a few years ago. We both really like cats, narrative games, playing visual novels together, and dark humour. And that's how we came up with the idea for Perfect Date. 9. Try to think of a story or a character or a location first, and don't think about the mechanics. Once you've started fleshing the idea out, then try to think of a game that best fits your character, or best tells your story, or best explores the world which you have created. 10. If all of the above fails, you could always start cloning an existing game. And hopefully, at some point before you finish the game, you'll have some ideas as to how you can alter it to make it your own. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications to find out about the next one. If you have any questions or your own advice, or you want to talk about anything that I mentioned in this video, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye!